Opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply in Pella. Whistle, gallop, ball is in the air, and we are underway with high school football here on 92.1 KRLS. Kick back on cue, touchback that is, and the opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply in Pella, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. Trevor Castle, Randy Sikkema, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. And I misspoke a moment ago. I was already ready for tomorrow's Central Nebraska Wesleyan game when I said put the ball at the 25-yard line. It's still the 20 on a high school kickoff touchback, 25 in college and the pros. And here we go with the first play from scrimmage. Out of the pistol, the ball is dropped by the quarterback, Collison, and then he pays the price in the backfield, a 1-yard loss to bring up second down and 11.
Yeah, and real quickly on that kickoff, that was such a huge deal last week because making Indianola start every drive from the 20-yard line, you know, is really big. Now, it's probably going to be just as big tonight as from what I've heard about Bondurant, but that's a real good thing to start them from the 20.
So second down and 11 at the 19-yard line for the Blue Jays. Out of the pistol again, and they hand it off to Cram, and he's met in the hole, and he spins his way forward to the 23-yard line for a gain of 4 yards. Reese Thorson in on the tackle for the Dutch, and into third and long.
Yeah, exactly. Can't have a key play in the game just 45 seconds into a game, but it sure would be nice to get a 3 and out here and make them punt into this breeze.
So third down and 7 for Bondurant Farrar. The Blue Jays are moving from right to left. Ball in the middle of the field at the 23-yard line. Two receivers go tight right, wing back right, and Cram, the running back, started left. They run him on a
nice tackle,
jet sweep, and he's dumped right at the line of scrimmage by Quinn Ramey for no gain. And an early 3 and out for Bondurant Farrar, and now the Blue Jays to punt into the wind on the first possession of the game.
Yeah, nice open field tackle. Ramey came across from his linebacker spot, turned the play upfield, and made the tackle himself. Good start by the Dutch defense.
Boy, that does bode well for this Pella High defense to be able to, you know, the first one was the kind of a gift on the fumble, but then to shut down Cram, 2 carries, 4 yards, punt.
Right.
2 men back deep to return for Pella, standing at the 45-yard line. Boot is away. Pretty good kick, high kick into the wind, lands at the 47, fair catch called for, and it's dead right there at the 41-yard line. Actually,
he waved for fair catch.
He did, but
shouldn't that be a penalty?
That's where I was getting ready to say. You can't call a fair catch and then take off and run. And Aiden Pollock probably should have been flagged for a, I believe that would be an unsportsmanlike penalty there, Randy. But
I think it should have been a penalty of some kind, yeah, but we'll take it. Started on the 41.
10 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. No score here at Bondurant Farrar High School. And now Pella with its opening drive of the game. Ball in the left hash, left to right. 41-yard line under center for Blake Meyer, and it's a play-action fake. He's under immediate pressure and swallowed up back at the 31-yard line. They wanted to try a deep shot, but the Blue Jays weren't fooled. Let's see where they mark progress on Meyer at the 32. It's a sack for a loss of 9. And that is not a situation. I mean, no offense wants to get into 2nd and 19, but especially this Pella offense here in 2021.
Yeah, we were trying to catch him off guard by calling a type of play like that, and it was a kind of a fake handoff rollout to the left, and the DN from that side was way deep in the backfield.
He didn't have any chance to roll out. Now a handoff up the middle to Pollock, and a pretty nice hole to get out to the 38-yard line for a gain of 6 yards. But third down and 12 coming up for Pella at the 39. They need to get into Bondurant Farrar territory at the 49-yard line. Turf field, beautiful facility here at Bondurant. I mean, this is what I dream of at Pella. Great, you know, entrance with concessions and restrooms and a gift shop and you know, those kind of things. And Pella back to the ground again. I think Pollock got the carry, got 1 yard to the 40. Then he got stonewalled, and here comes the Pella punt team after a 3 and out.
Well, Jay alluded to it in the pregame interview that you played, and we can gain yardage on the punts, so we should be able to, with a good snap and so forth, Hardman get the ball down there deep inside the 20.
Stravers Cellular Instant Radio updates. Sigourney Keota 21, Pleasantville nothing with 8:20 remaining in the second quarter. And now Hardman to boot it away. End over end punt, chases the returner back to the 12 where the ball bounces into the 5, and can they keep it out of the end zone? No, it's a touchback. Pella can't quite down it inside the 5.
Boy, that was close.
And Bondurant Farrar out to the 20-yard line again with 8 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Quickly, the Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. Other games we're following tonight. We'll have Knoxville at Fairfield, Indianola hosting Lewis Central, Norwalk hosting Dallas Center Grimes, and PCM at Iowa Falls Alden. All of those games started like ours did at 7:30. And that's the Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank, with offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher, Dallas. They're serving you and building community across the county. Cram gets the first down handoff, fighting for extra yardage as he got hit right at the line of scrimmage. Forward progress to the 23 before the play is blown dead. That's a gain of 3 yards, but another impressive stand by the interior line of the Pella High defense as Bondurant Farrar tries to run between the tackles.
That was a slow whistle. It looked like they stopped him at the 21, and the rugby huddle just kept moving real slowly downfield. But yeah, good play by the defense.
2nd down and 7 coming up from the 23. Receiver to the right and left. Pistol formation, wing man to the right. And play action fake, wants to throw, steps up, deep shot down the field, incomplete, through the hands of Nolan Meyer at the Pella 40-yard line. And that brings up 3rd down and 7.
Fairly well covered, but the receiver had inside position on that one, so about a foot shorter on the throw. I think it would have been a completion.
What a nice throw by Collison. I mean, that one was 40 yards in the air into the teeth of the wind.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't convinced that was not going to be complete until it actually was hitting the ground. That was a good throw.
3rd down and 7 for Bondurant Farrar from the 23-yard line. Each team has had the ball once and gone 3 and out. And now the Blue Jays have it for the 2nd time, but they're in danger of giving it away again. Motion from Cram, low snap, Collison to throw, fires deep again. That one is well overthrown, looking for Meyer again. He was being covered one-on-one on the outside with safety help rolling over the top, but nice coverage there by Nick Russ for Pella. And again, overshot, and it's 4th down, and again, Bondurant Farrar to punt.
Yeah, Caleb Briggs was playing center field on that play and coming over for the help, which we didn't really have against Indianola. When they got 5 guys that are sprinters in the pattern, it's hard to keep somebody in center field. But yeah, that was another nice 3-stand down for the Dutch defense.
We've had 9 offensive plays, no first downs by either team. And another decent Bondurant Farrar punt. Immediate fair catch called for and made by Aiden Pollock at the 47-yard line. 7 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the first quarter as we give you a Dingham and Concrete game reset. No score between Pella and Bondurant Farrar, and the Little Dutch have completely controlled the field position battle. Blue Jays starting twice at the 20, Pella the 41, and now the 47, right, where they have a 1st down and 10 on the near hash on a Dingham and Concrete game reset.
That's exactly what Jay wants, let them go the long field and have us have a short field if possible.
1st down and 10. 2 receivers go left, split backs tight behind Meyer. Clayberg empties out of the backfield, and Meyer hands it off to Pollock, who gets 1 to the 48.
Yeah, we tried to get all the D-backs to go over to the other side of the field with the receivers and Clayberg and run this way, but the defensive line for Bondurant clogged it up pretty well.
Hey, quick, you had mentioned you've gotten a request from a few folks to make sure that we're giving the freshman score.
Right.
Unfortunately, the Dutch took one on the chin, 22-14. They fell behind 14-0, made it a ball game late, had a chance for a tying score, but their drive came up short, and Pella lost the freshman game 22-14. Varsity game tied 0-0, under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Meyer on a 3-step drop, quickly swallowed up, and he has to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, no sack, and 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Bondurant's defensive front was highly heralded coming into this game, and so far they've lived up to it. They're doing a good job getting into our backfield there.
That brings up a 3rd and 9 for Pella as the Little Dutch, or I should say the Dutch, trying to stop saying Little Dutch and Lady Dutch, the Dutch are 0 of 1 on 3rd down so far. Pollock motions out of the backfield, and Meyer rolls out to the left, pump fake, lobs it deep. He's got Pollock open, and he overthrows him at the 25-yard line. Incomplete, 4th down.
Okay, so it looks like Brody Williamson was one of the linemen in there, the new guys.
Good eyes on that one, Randy.
Luke Fairchild, the other, it looks like.
So we have still not seen a first down in this game. Bondurant Farrar 6 yards on 6 plays. Pella -1 yard on 6 plays. And the punt team is on again for the Dutch. And Hardman to boot it away. Another good kick. This one hauled in at the 13-yard line. Broken tackle at the 15, 20, 30. Far side of the field, 35, and slammed down at the 36-yard line. So a 24-yard Bondurant Farrar return, and the Blue Jays have their best field position of the game. 1st and 10 coming up at the 36.
Now that punt was as long as the other one, but it was more of a line drive, allowed the guy to run it back. See if going on into the game, if Pella doesn't run some of those back. They signal for the fair catch as soon as the ball's in the air, and I think we got some room back there.
5 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Bondurant Farrar nothing, Pella nothing, and the Blue Jays have a 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. They come out in a tight formation. And a pistol play action fake. Collison throws the screen, and it is blown up in the backfield. Incomplete on a terrific play by C.J. Smith.
He almost caught the pass.
Well, had he not caught the guy who was trying to catch the pass, he might have caught the pass.
Man, that was a great play right there. Sniffed out that screen pass and blew it up.
2nd down and 10 coming up from the 36. Bondurant Farrar from right to left in black, blue, and white, and the Dutch defending the left goal in white and green. Snap to Collison, designed quarterback run, and he breaks one tackle and another. Actually, this is the wide receiver Nolan Meyer in the Wildcat, and he picks up the first down of the game on a 12-yard run to the 48.
Yeah, a little trick play there for them. Coach did know that was coming. He talked about that in the pregame too, but nice job by Meyer finding the hole.
So a 1st down and 10 in a scoreless game with 5 minutes and 38 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. This is our 5th drive of the game. The first 4 were 3 and outs. Bondurant Farrar, then Pella, then the Blue Jays, then the Dutch. And now back to Bondurant Farrar, where they have a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line, trying to cross into Pella territory for the first time and won't quite do it as it's a handoff to Meyer out of the backfield. And the tackle is made by Preston Rowe after a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. And in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Yeah, good job by Rowe that time, sniffing out that Wildcat play and making a nice open field tackle.
It's now 28-0 Sigourney Keota leading Pleasantville on a Stravers Cellular instant radio update. And on a 2nd down and 9 now for the Blue Jays. Collison takes a snap and he hands it off to the back. Porter Smith, full head of steam across the 50-yard line. He's hit at the 48 for a 3-yard gain to bring up 3rd and 6.
Looked like there was a pretty good hole there, but the Dutch defense filled it in pretty quickly, held them just 3 yards. So 3rd and 6, kind of where they've been all game long on 3rd downs.
4:22 remaining in the first quarter, no score, and it's 3rd down and 6. The Blue Jays are 0 of 2 on 3rd downs. And to your point, Randy, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 7, now 3rd and 6.
Yep.
Meyer motions into the slot right side, and we've got a whistle and a vision for less timeout called by Bondurant Farrar. We'll take. And the Blue Jays send Meyer right, 2 receivers left, and the running back is Smith, trailing Collison out of the pistol. And the snap to Collison, play action fake, wants to throw, fires it deep, Meyer is there, and it's overthrown and incomplete. He had beaten C.J. Shetterly on the far hash, but Collison overthrows, and it's now 4th down. There is a flag at the Pella 40-yard line.
Probably be holding on the defense maybe. Typically where that flag shows up.
And they call pass interference on the Dutch. If I had to guess, not having seen it, Randy, that probably was a double move by Meyer, and Shetterly tried to bump him off. And they get caught for a 15-yard penalty that'll move it all the way down to the Pella 33-yard line. And they complete the 3rd down conversion on the penalty. And now the Blue Jays are in business on the first big play of this game. Got a touchdown in Indianola on a Stravers Cellular instant radio update. It is Indianola 7 and Council Bluffs Lewis Central 0.
Lewis Central's had no slouch schedule in the pre-district either.
Hand off to the running back Porter Smith, threw for 1 yard, and then he's met there and dropped by Preston Rowe pretty quickly.
He played Harlan and Norwalk and Indianola, and who was their other one? Maybe Sergeant Bluff Luton. Maybe?
No, that's it. 3 games.
This is 4 though. They've got.
Oh, they lost to Harlan, beat Norwalk, and I don't remember the third. Yeah,
I think they might have beat SBL or something like that.
Well, this will tell. This is kind of for this area. This game will tell a little bit. The Indianola, because there's a lot of common opponents in the mix.
Right.
2nd down and 9, and this is a direct snap to the running back, and he plows forward to the 27-yard line. That's a 5-yard gain, and that was Cram.
I watched their field goal kicker warming up in the pregame. I don't know that he can make this one from here. It'd be approximately a 45-yarder into the wind, so assuming this is 4-down territory.
3rd down and 4 from the 27-yard line with 2:53 remaining in a scoreless first quarter, and they're running the Wildcat with Cram again. Takes a snap, left side run, can't get out of the backfield, and he is met by 4 white-shirted Dutch defenders. The first man there was Luke Fairchild. Yep. He will not get credit for that tackle, but he turned Cram back inside, and the cavalry was waiting.
He busted up the play. You're absolutely right. So great credit to him to get in there and penetrate. So now it's 1-3-7. When you lose 2 on that?
2-yard loss back into a 4th down and 6 situation, and this is definite go-for-it territory for Bondurant Farrar. 2:16 left in the first quarter. Pella nothing and Bondurant Farrar nothing.
Yeah, this would be a momentum builder for the Dutch if we can turn it over on downs here.
3 receivers come left. Cram is in the slot left side as Collison is in the shotgun, takes a snap, wants to throw, fires it right, catch is made short of the sticks, broken tackle by Meyer, and he's into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone, stepping out of bounds at the 18-yard line for a 4th down, pickup of 11, move the chains.
Yeah, we had the opportunity over there. We had the defender, just didn't make the tackle. Who was that caught that?
That was Meyer, an 11-yard gain. First completion tonight for Colby Collison, who is a 64% passer on the year. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Bondurant Farrar trying to break a scoreless tie as Cram drops back into the pistol, or the Wildcat rather, and he gets past the 15, spins his way down to the 12-yard line for a pickup of 6.
Very good runner, and when he gets it out of the shotgun Wildcat like that, then it's gets to the line even quicker.
2nd down and 4 as the Blue Jays are threatening in the late stages of the first quarter. Ball on the right hash. Working from right to left, they break the huddle slowly as the play clock is down to 12 seconds. Wildcat formation for Cram again. Left side run, gets around the corner, help is waiting, cuts it back inside, breaks 1 tackle, and fights his way down to the 9-yard line. 3-yard gain, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, where are they going to spot that?
A lot of lines down there with the soccer.
Pretty much on the 10, it looks like. So, yeah, 3. So good.
Yep, you're right.
Just under a 1. Just under 1 to go. Now, they could kick a field goal from here, but I would assume they're just going to keep going for it if they don't make it here.
Let's call it 3rd and 2. They're just inside the 10, and they need just short of the 8. And it's a Wildcat with Cram again. Takes a snap, right side run, cuts it back. He's hit and dropped.
I don't think he
very
made it.
Close to the 1st down yardage.
Depends where they spot it. I think he's just short.
And they give him the 1st down, no measurement needed. 1st down, Bondurant Farrar on a 3rd and 2 pickup on what might be the final play of the first quarter. I don't suspect the Blue Jays are going to hurry here to run another play as we're inside of 10 seconds. So that takes us to the end of the first quarter with the score. Bondurant Farrar nothing, Pella nothing. We'll be back for the second quarter live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. The 1-inch line.
Yeah, we almost need a turnover or a bad snap or something here to help us out.
They go under center on this one. Nope, snap to Cram out of the Wildcat, and he walks it in. Touchdown, Blue Jays. A 1-yard touchdown run for Titus Cram, and Bondurant Farrar strikes first, 6-0 with 11:17 remaining in the first half on a drive that took over 6 minutes.
Yeah, the key play of that drive being that 4th and 5 or something like that.
Yep.
They got the first down on.
And the extra point, low line drive kick that is through, and it's Bondurant Farrar 7, Pella 0. Take another timeout, and we'll be back live inside the Pella Real Estate on 92.1 KRLS. Trevor Castle, Randy Sickema with you, and Cram ready to kick off as the ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. And this one drives the Dutch return man deep into the end zone for a touchback. So Pella will start at its own 20-yard line with 11:17 remaining in the first half, down by 7. And we do have a Stravers Cellular Instant Radio update to pass along to you. And at the end of the first quarter, PCM 0 and Iowa Falls Alden 0. It's now halftime. Sigourney Keota 35, Pleasantville 0, and the running clock is in effect there. Here it's 7-0 Bondurant Farrar. Let's see what the Dutch can do for their third possession after they've gone 3 and out on their first 2 series, have -1 yard of total offense so far. And Meyer is immediately pressured, and he escapes, then bobbles the ball, gets out of the pile, gets a first down, and drugged down from behind by a horse collar at the 32. So a play that could have been negative yardage will turn into a 12-yard run and a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's a fortunate turn of events there. Looked like Bondurant Farrar had a lot of pressure broken through the offensive line, but Meyer broke the tackle and got into the open.
The officials are talking about this. The only discussion here is whether it was or wasn't a horse collar. The official that threw the flag apparently thought it was, and now they'll pick it up and say it was not. So no horse collar on Bondurant Farrar.
I thought it was, but...
And it still is a 12-yard run, so at least the Dutch have broke the seal with a first down, and it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line with 11:07 remaining in the first half, 7-0 Blue Jays.
Yeah, Bondurant's getting a lot of pressure up front, up the middle. I wonder if we turn to some pitch plays or some real quick passes or something to get around that.
First down and 10, Meyer hands it off on a crossbuck counter play there.
Yep.
And no gain for Nolan Clayberg. Boy, this is, again, my first look at the Dutch this year, Randy, and it's a new look out of Pella. That is really congested in there at the line of scrimmage. They get to the hole quickly. Unfortunately, that time there was no hole.
I'm coming up on 100 years old, but when I was in high school, our school and our football team ran this veer offense, so unfortunately I can still remember all the plays.
It is now at the end of the first quarter, Indianola 7, Council Bluffs Lewis Central 0. And right as we give that Stravers Cellular Instant Radio update, the Dutch fumble the handoff, and it's recovered by Bondurant Farrar. The Blue Jays come up with the game's first takeaway as Tyler Harms recovers, and Bondurant Farrar will start deep in Pella territory at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, that's part of that veer offense, and the fullback comes through the first time, and the quarterback wanted to pull it back out, I think, and there was a little bit of a hands problem. The ball came free and took a funny hop, and Bondurant fell on it.
So the Blue Jays, who went more than 6 minutes with the ball and 64 yards on their last drive, have a 1st and 10 at the Pella 28. And it's a jet sweep around the left side and a lot of running room. Porter Smith inside the 20, down near the 10, but there's a flag out on the edge, and Randy, you think it's coming back.
Yeah, there's a reason he had so much room over there. They were holding our D end on the side and the defensive back.
We have another Stravers Cellular Instant Radio update. No score at the end of the first quarter between Norwalk and Dallas Center Grimes. This penalty will be marked off from the 27-yard line, so it's a 9-yard holding penalty and brings up 1st and 19.
Is that at Norwalk?
That game is at Norwalk, yep.
Okay, well, we're backing them in the right direction now. 1st and 19, see if we can do something with them. Cram was not in the lineup in that last play, and I don't see him out there now either.
We have a whistle, and the sideline judge coming in from the far sideline. I don't know if they just needed to respot the ball. Clock stopped with 10:04 in the first half. 7-0 Bondurant Farrar, and it's 1st down and 19 for the Blue Jays. Shotgun snap, bobbled, dropped, and then he just has to drop on it back at the 42-yard line. So another negative play for Bondurant Farrar. That one a loss of 5 for the quarterback, Collison.
Yeah, we're doing great this drive. Let's keep moving them that direction. That'd be awesome. But second in a long ways, so we'll see probably some kind of a pass play here. But we've only had one completion. That was on 4th down.
Collison has fumbled twice in this game, has been able to recover both of them. 2nd down and a mile for Bondurant Farrar. And Collison takes the snap, wants to throw, fires over the middle, and it's intercepted by Pella. Picked off by Reese Thorson at the 20, the return pass to 30, spin move at the 35, and he's out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Great job by Reese. He was playing center field out there as the safety and came over, saw the play the whole time, stepped in front of the receiver and picked it off.
Collison has a great arm, Randy, but that's been his miss. He's been long on several throws early.
And that was into the wind early when he was long, so I wondered what was going to happen when he got the wind at his back. But that's a great job by Thorson and the Dutch D backing him up like that. So hopefully this gives our offense a little momentum.
End of the first quarter, Fairfield 7, Knoxville nothing on a Stravers Cellular Instant Radio update. Here it's 7-0 Bondurant Farrar. 9 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first half. The teams trade turnovers, and here comes the Dutch offense. Meyer hands it off quickly to Aiden Pollock, and he gets tripped up in the hole as he stumbles forward to the 40 for a gain of 3.
Well, I think because Bondurant's bringing so much pressure and bringing so many bodies up to through the line of scrimmage, just one of those quick plays like that's going to go for a long ways because there's nobody in the middle of the field once you break the line of scrimmage.
3-yard gain for Pollock. 8 minutes, 43 seconds and counting. And Meyer to throw, and that's tipped at the line of scrimmage and knocked down. He was looking for Shetterly on the near side. It'll be 3rd and long.
That one got deflected right away. It took a hard turn to the left after he threw it. It's the right idea, though. Like I said, they're bringing so much pressure. Those quick passes, that was just a slant. That's the right thing to do.
So 3rd down and 7 for Pella. The Dutch are 0 of 2 on 3rd downs in this game. Split backs, Meyer drops and throws, looking right, steps up, takes off to run, lowers his shoulder, 1st down and more.
Good job.
Into Bondurant Farrar territory, well stopped right at the 50.
Give him 10.
10-yard gain. I said he drops and throws as he wanted to throw, never did pull the trigger, and he took off, used his leg to move the chains.
A little bit of a Brett Favre, few other quarterbacks that are mobile like that, run out. You're well past the Kansas City quarterback does that too. He's 20 yards past the line of scrimmage, and he's still faking the throw.
Yep.
Throw the defense off.
.13 and counting here in the first half. Meyer drops, looks to throw, fires deep to the far side of the field. It is caught, and he is inbounds. What a catch by Preston Rowe, tiptoeing the sideline at the 28 for a gain of 22.
Beautiful catch. Really nice throw by Meyer, and dropped it in right on the sideline over there, but really nice catch and dragged the toe for Rowe. Oh, that's like a poem, isn't it?
Drop the toe for Preston Rowe. First and 10, Pella coming up at the 28-yard line. 8 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 7-0 Bondurant Farrar. And Meyer, a little delayed handoff that time. And the run down to the 26-yard line. 2-yard pickup for Aiden Pollock.
Yeah, we got to keep trying that play. The fans might be a little frustrated. We're only getting 2 and 3 yards, 1 yard on those plays, but it only takes one missed tackle on that because they're bringing so much pressure. The linebackers linebackers are vacating that area. So I think we'll still get a touchdown out of that somewhere along the line.
2nd down and 8 for the Dutch. Kleberg motions out of the backfield, and Meyer keeps it after faking to Pollock, and he gets 1 yard, lost the ball again. Bondurant Farrar recovers.
You sure he wasn't down?
Well, I think that's what Pella is arguing. To no avail, it's a turnover on the Dutch.
Sure, it looked like to me like he was down before the ball came out.
So another Pella turnover. That's back-to-back fumbles that the Dutch have lost, and Bondurant Farrar takes over with 7 minutes and 24 seconds remaining here in the first half, leading 7-0. They'll start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. As we give you a Dingham Concrete game reset, ball is on the left hash. Bondurant Farrar from left to right, leading 7-0. 7:24 left here in quarter number 2 on a Dingham Concrete game reset. Collison takes the snap, hands it off to Cram, straight ahead run, breaks 1 tackle in the hole, and spins his way to the 30-yard line for a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, they did give him the 30, didn't they? I didn't think he quite got that far, but that's the spot.
Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Well, if we can force them into a passing down, so far they haven't had a whole lot of success throwing the ball. They get to 3rd and short here, probably be another running play.
Under 7 minutes to go, 2nd quarter. Collison designed right side roll, fires to the near sideline, catch is made at the 40 and out of bounds at the 42-yard line. There's a flag down. I think we might get a crackback block on Bondurant Farrar here, Randy.
Bondurant's not happy, I know that.
Yeah, there was a Pella defender giving chase to Collison as he rolled out of the pocket. And there's some new rules. I'm not going to sit up here and claim that I know exactly how and where you're allowed to block nowadays and where you're not. But I saw the play that they're talking about. He got him from the side, and I'm just not sure even that's legal anymore. The guy has got to see you coming. It's not just a block in the back. It's if he didn't see you. So even a block in the side may not be legal. I believe that's the call there.
And it's a spot foul, so it's clear back to the 10. So that's a 20-yard
Wow.
Big break for the Dutch right there so far. See if we can capitalize.
Well, that took a 12-yard completion that gave Bondurant Farrar a 1st down off the board, and now they're back into a 2nd down and 30 or 25 situation. They need the 35, and they're at the 10.
That's a gap wedge from back there, isn't it?
A couple of Strava Cellular instant radio updates. Knoxville with a Galvin Montavo 95-yard kick return touchdown trails Fairfield 14-7, and Lewis Central gets a field goal. They trail Indianola 7-3 in the 2nd quarter. Flag flies as Bondurant Farrar is met in the backfield. Pella says there's a ball on the ground. Pella looking for the football here on a fumble recovery with the penalty flag down at the 10-yard line. And the Dutch appear to have the football, and they do!
Holy cow, that was a delayed call.
Pending a review of the flag, which is probably an illegal formation on Bondurant Farrar where the flag was thrown. Yeah, there's an illegal shift. The penalty is declined. And Pella will take over deep inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone at the 6-yard line.
Great penetration by somebody. I missed who made the blow-up tackle on that to hit Cram 5 yards deep in the backfield. But great job, whoever that was. And now let's see if we can punch it in from 5 yards out and tie this game up.
There's 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the first half. And it's Pella trailing Bondurant Farrar 7-0. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. This is our 4th straight possession with a turnover. Pella's fumbled its last 2 possessions. Bondurant Farrar threw an interception and now fumbled on this possession. And the Dutch are on the doorstep. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
We went through the entire Indianola game without a turnover on either team.
Meyer goes under center, split backs behind him, receiver to the left. Meyer hands it off to Pollock. He's hit hit at the 5, breaks the tackle, fights towards the goal line, and in! Touchdown, Pella. Aiden Pollock, a 6-yard score.
Second or third effort that time. It was at least second effort because he got stood up and then spun out of it. Great touchdown there. Great job, Dutch. Take advantage of that turnover.
Pella able to capitalize on the Blue Jay turnover, and they're an extra point away from tying the game with 6 minutes and 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. For Aiden Pollock, that is his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Extra point team is on, and it's booted up and through, and we are tied at 7. 6:27 left here in the first half, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
And feel good. We've even got a name for it. Clothing confidence. No two body shapes are exactly the same, and clothes look different with different skin tones. That's why we search far and wide for a variety of trendy, comfortable, and affordable fashion in sizes small to 3X. You can shop online at 9lilas.com or stop in and see our latest finds at 733 Franklin Street in downtown Pella.
We're back inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. Bondurant Farrar returning the kickoff to the 25-yard line. Ball came out again. Randy got all excited, and the official says down by contact, so no fumble.
Ground caused the fumble, basically what happened. He got end over ended, and when he landed on the ground, the ball hit first and came free.
7-7 game, 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the first half, and it's a keeper by Cram. No, that's
5.
Yeah, that's Meyer. They've run both Meyer and Cram out of the Wildcat. That time it was Meyer. They fake the jet sweep to Cram, and Meyer goes off left tackle for 9 yards. 2nd down and 1 coming up with 6:02 remaining here in the second quarter.
Yeah, lots of time yet here in this half, but it sure would be nice to hold them off the board here with this drive, even if we don't score with the next possession.
2nd down and 1. Play action fake. Collison rolls left, throws, tipped, and then almost caught. Knocked away by Clayberg, and then the receiver, Quentin Bird, had a shot at that ball. He couldn't get it, and it's 3rd and 1.
When it was first thrown, I thought Clayberg had a pick 6 coming, but 3rd and 1. I'm sure I wouldn't think they would go for it on 4th down if they don't pick it up, but we'll see what happens.
We do have a winner in the Wood Iron Grill Radio Touchdown Challenge. Congratulations to Tim Besco. Tim has won a prize from Wood Iron Grill and Pella, a free tenderloin and fries from the Wood Iron Grill in Oskaloosa. As Cram takes a Wildcat snap, he's got the first down as he's out to the 41-yard line. That's good for a 7-yard gain and a 3rd down conversion for Bondurant Farrar. Folks, we're giving away free tenderloins all season long, and the only way you can win is to visit for dinner and drop your name in the box at the front counter. Then listen to next week's Dutch game to see if you're a winner in the Wood Iron Grill Radio Touchdown Challenge.
I'm unofficial, but I've got him 13 carries, 36 yards so far.
I mean, he's a good-looking back, Randy. No doubt about that. 1st down and 10. Cram again out of the Wildcat, running left. Sheds one arm tackle by Smith. Now another arm tackle. There's 3 or 4 white-shirted Dutch defenders finally bringing him down out at the 47-yard line, maybe the 48. Let's see where they finally mark him down at the 48. That's a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, they're hitting him, but they're not wrapping him up. He's a strong young man and got powerful legs, but got to do a little better job of wrapping him up on the tackles.
7-7 game with 4 minutes and 44 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Each team has turned the ball over twice in this quarter, and it eventually led to a Pella touchdown as the ping pong match went back and forth, and it landed with the Dutch in the end zone. 2nd down and 4. Cram, a right side run, met in the backfield, sheds that tackle, fights his way back to the 46-yard line, maybe the 47 for a 1-yard loss. Pella getting some really good penetration up front, but Cram is a shifty runner and able to break through. You've got to get him down low.
Yeah, he's like you said, he turns sideways almost and slides through tackles, and really a kind of a pretty big play here for as far as momentum and halftime goes to
Well, you'd figure this would be a punt if they don't get really anything here. It's
right.
3rd down and 4 from the 47. They need the Pella 49. Bondurant Farrar from left to right. Tight right formation, and it's Cram running right. He'll pull up to throw. Now takes off to run. Leaks out the backside. Shetterly ran into the official, so a lot of running room for Cram inside the 20, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's good for 36. He wanted to throw right, nothing was there, cut it all the way back left and got 36 yards.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because we had the play defended, and he was smart enough to go back the other way, and then also smart enough to use the official to block the tackler because maybe he wouldn't have made the tackle, but Shetterly was there. He was the cornerback on that side of the field, and he got blocked out of the play by the referee.
So into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. With the score, Bondurant Farrar 7, Pella 7, and it's Cram's straight ahead run, and he's down to the 10, fighting and diving to the 5-yard line for a gain of 12.
Yeah, I'm going to run out of room here on my stat sheet for him. I'm going to have to erase some names.
And Titus Cram lines up in the Wildcat formation. 2 receivers, tight right, power side left. Cram running right. He's at the 5. He's fighting towards the goal line and fights his way in. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Another score for Titus Cram.
Yeah, it looks like at this point we can only hope the kid gets tired because he's pretty much all they've shown me anyway so far. They really can't throw very well, and he can certainly run well, that's for sure.
Titus Cram, a 6-yard run. You and I are off somewhere, Randy, because I've got him at 101 yards now on 17 carries. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. And Bondurant Farrar has a 14-7 lead. Dutch will get it back. Can they get one in the end zone before halftime? Find out when we come back inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS.
At US Cellular, we believe you should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours. Any of our 5G phones with no trade-in or hidden fees. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Check out America's locally grown wireless at US Cellular, where we care about our customers and our communities. Strouber Cellular, a locally owned authorized agent for US Cellular, located in downtown Pella.
Why should you consider a career at Vermeer? Painter Chauncey Murphy says that he loves the people he works with.
There's no one certain demographic of people here, and I like that. Where I was working before, still at Vermeer, but in a different plant, all the people that I worked with were all people my age, and we all got along, and I loved that. Those people are going to be like my lifelong friends.
Start the search for your career at Vermeer by visiting vermeer.com/careers.
Inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, and Trey Van Houen has problems picking up the kick and then breaks free before Titus Cram pushes him out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Had he found a way to get by Cram, that was going the distance.
Yes, it was.
But Cram pushed him out, and now Pella will start 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Yeah, it looked like disaster there for a minute, but maybe it's the 3. It looked like Noah Claybird coming out of that corner and busting it for a touchdown. But
3:13 left in the first half. Bondurant Farrar 14, Pella High 7, and the Little Dutch have the football. 1st and 10 at their own 24, moving from right to left. We've got our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show coming up as Meyer goes under center, takes the snap and hands it off quickly to Clayberg, and he gets through the line and out to the 30-yard line for a 5-yard gain. Plenty of time for the Little Dutch. They do have 2 timeouts remaining, and there are 3 minutes on the clock, so no need to hurry, no need to panic. Plenty of time to try to drive and punch one in the end zone here before half. And remember, Bondurant Farrar does start quarter number 3 with the football.
no.
Oh, no, we deferred. That's right. Yep, so Pella will get the football. All right, well, even better. Let's get the old Bill Belichick double here, Randy.
Right, exactly. Jay's famous for it.
2:37 remaining here in the half. 14-7 Bondurant Farrar, and Meyer hands it off to Clayberg again for, or is that Pollock?
think that was Pollock that time.
Kenson Fuller is also in the game for the Dutch. Pollock got 1. It's now 3rd and 4.
Yeah, what we don't want to do, though, is not get a first down and give them too much time to have a chance to score again. So I'd prefer a touchdown here, but I would certainly not prefer them to get the ball back with any amount of time left.
2:04 and counting here in the first half. Bondurant Farrar 14, Pella 7. Meyer goes under center, split backs behind him. And Meyer quick drop to throw, lobs it near left side, and caught at the 45, down to the 40, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. Jason Knox hauls it in.
36 yards.
What a play for Pella.
It was a perfectly thrown ball. It was dropped in right over the defender, right into Knox's hands. Beautiful throw by Meyer and a great catch and run by Knox.
That gives Pella first down. They're now 2 of 4 on third downs in this game, and with 1:40, the clock is rolling here, late stages of the first half. We'll have our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service coming up inside of that Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. Late motion out of Pella. Now Knox motions from right to left. Stutter step in the backfield. Meyer to throw. Pressured and swallowed immediately. Sacked back at the 40-yard line. 5-yard loss, as they'll say. He's down at the 30. A 6-yard loss at the 39. That is the second sack for Bondurant Farrar, and we've got a vision.
That time.
Second down and 16 from the 39. Now just one running back for the Dutch. Double tight end. 2 wide receiver look. And a whistle.
Yeah, it's no flag. He thought it was motion, but it wasn't.
There's going to call a false start penalty on Tate Wiesner, and all he did was back up off the line and motion from left to right.
Right.
So we'll do it again.
Fooled the ref.
Hey, it happens. I've been fooled before, Randy.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah, and you hope as the season rolls along that Blake Meyer, it's just his first year as a varsity quarterback, that he eventually kind of realizes, you talked about the blitz there, if you can realize that and just throw one out, somebody's got to be open.
Right.
Second down and 16. Meyer, quick drop, slant pass, caught in midair, and then bouncing off the defender and fighting down to the 28-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for Reese Thorson.
Great catch, because I thought it was going to be intercepted at first, but
we'll give him 10 officially, as they say he's down at the 29. Third down and 6 for the Dutch. Under 45 seconds to go in the half. Meyer under center. Drops back, looks left, nobody open, rolls right, fires as a defender falls down, maybe cramped a little bit.
I hope it's just a cramp.
And so a quick whistle and injury, a vision for less officials timeout after the incomplete pass by Blake Meyer sets up a 4th down and 6 for Pella at the 29. It would be a 47-yard field goal into the wind if they choose to send Luke Hardman out onto the field.
That Thorson that went down, I think it was. Hope it's not his knee.
He got off. I didn't see. It looks like Thorson, the helmet off, and trainer Todd walking with him on the sideline. Pell's going to go for it here on 4th down and 6 from the 29-yard line. 34 seconds remaining, first half. Got our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show coming up. 2 wide receivers go right. That's Knox and Briggs. And a vision for less timeout. On 4th down and 6 out of the vision for less timeout, Blake Meyer drops back to pass, fires to the far sideline and out of the reach of Jason Knox, incomplete. And Bondurant Farrar has held on downs with 30 seconds remaining here in the first half, and the Blue Jays leading 14-7. Trevor Castle, Randy Sikkema with you live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Yeah, it looked like Knox had beat his man. It was a square out, about 15, 12-yard square out, and throw was just a little outside wide. And we're just going to take a knee and run the clock.
Collison takes a snap and drops to a knee at the 25-yard line. And that'll be the final play of the first half. Bondurant Farrar 14 and Pella High 7. You're listening to Little Dutch Football on the one to count on for today's local sports coverage. And another Fairfield touchdown. It's 28-7 over Knoxville. Ball's in the air. Second half is underway, and the return coming from the 8-yard line. Across the 20, straight ahead 25, broken tackle at the 30, and out to the 35-yard line. Trey Van Houen was one arm tackle away from breaking that one, and the Little Dutch offense comes out 1st and 10 at the 35.
Yeah, very nice return by Van Houen right there. I thought, you're right, I thought for a second there he might bust it. Good field position, 35-yard line. Be kind of cool if we get some points. It's not absolutely necessary, but it'd be really nice to tie this thing up right away.
Reese Thorson is done for the night, by the way. Andrew Schneider down on the sidelines taking some photos and video, passing that along.
I hope it's just the night.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Motion from Knox, shuffles behind the line, handoff.
Clayburgh
Not much running room, although he'll fight his way out to the 40. He turns a short gain into 5 yards. Nolan Clayburgh to set up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, good effort there out of Clayburgh. Very nice.
11:33 and counting. We're here in the third quarter. It is 14-7 Bondurant for our opening drive of quarter number 3. Clayburgh and Pollock split behind Meyer. Knox motions again, shuffles again, handoff again. And fighting forward to the 45-yard line, another 5-yard pickup. So we've seen an early adjustment. Jason Knox into the backfield as kind of a lead blocker from his wide receiver spot, Randy.
He's limping right now, too. Hopefully he's going to be okay. But that was, again, good effort by Clayburgh and good blocking by the O-line.
Well, and as we talked about that at halftime, you know, the pressure that Bondurant Farrar is bringing, Pella using Knox as an extra body to try to shield off one of the defenders. 11:01 remaining in the third quarter, 14-7 Blue Jays. Knox comes out near right side. C.J. Shetterly goes wide left to the top of your screen. Split backs again. Now Pollock empties the backfield, leaving Clayburgh there. And Meyer on a quick slant to Knox, who makes the catch in Blue Jay territory. He's taken down at the 46 for a gain of 9.
That's the other type of play that works against quick pressure is throw that really quick slant pass.
Yeah, then it's just on your receiver to beat the defender to the ball.
Right.
And Knox has done that twice.
Exactly. Maybe he was just faking that limp, you know.
And then here's the other one is the pump and go, right? If you run that play a couple of times, it's 2nd and 1. I'd like to see a shot here. Knox motions into the backfield, and they just go to the ground. There's a hole for Clayburgh. He's down the near sideline, inside the 35, and down to the 32-yard line. Good for a gain of 14.
Very impressive drive so far by the Dutch.
Back-to-back first downs. 10:09 remaining in the third quarter. It's 14-7 in favor of Bondurant Farrar. Pella comes to the line. Shetterly goes wide left. Knox slot left. Split backs. Knox motions. 1st down and 10. Handoff again. Clayburgh inside the 30. And very impressive start to this third quarter for Pella. A smooth 4-yard gain for Nolan Clayburgh. He's got 33 on 6 carries. Stravers Cellular Instant Radio Update. Sorry, Randy. Iowa Falls Alden leads PCM 9-0. The Mustangs really struggling to find some offense with Augie Stock, their junior quarterback, out for the season.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
2nd down and 5, and this is Pollock. Breaks a tackle inside the 20 and down to the 17-yard line. That's a 10-yard pickup inside of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone.
Yeah, either our left tackle is extremely quick or he got just a little bit of a head start on that one. I thought we were going to get a flag for a false start, but they let it go, and nice run by Pollock.
1st down and 10 at the 17-yard line. Shetterly wide left, Knox slot left. Knox motions. And they go back to the ground. Pollock again. He's down to the 15-yard line. Stop there. Maybe the 16 for a 1-yard gain. You are listening to Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM, KRLS, Knoxville Pella, and KRLS HD1, Knoxville Pella.
Let's make it happen.
2nd and 9 coming up from the 16.
Fuller in for Pollock on this play. I think it's just a breather. I don't think it's an injury.
Final score, Sigourney Kyoto 42, Pleasantville nothing on a Stravers Cellular Instant Radio Update. 2nd down and 9. Fuller motions out of the backfield. Long count. timeout. Interactive called Brand Appeal, relentless for you. Out of the vision for less timeout. 3rd down and 7 for Pella. Meyer takes a snap, rolling out to his left under pressure, breaks free of a sack, and then swallowed up back at the 27-yard line. A loss of 13 yards.
Well, it was the fancy play you were talking about. It was a double fake handoff, going to be a bootleg left for Meyer, but they had it sniffed out. So we're going to try a 45-yard field goal here.
It's spotted right in the middle of the field.
And right on the 35-yard line.
In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Luke Hardman made a 51-yard field goal a week ago. This is a 45-yard field goal, in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
We're going to get a delay.
And they did a delay of game. This is a disaster of a start in terms of clock management for Pella to start the third quarter. The only saving grace, and this is crazy because it backs it up to be a 50-yard field goal, is that he was making them easily from 50-plus in pregame this direction with a pretty decent wind at his back. I don't think the distance will be the factor.
No, I don't think it will either. It's just frustrating that we had such a pretty drive going and then it just disintegrated.
50-yard Luke Hardman field goal try. It's on the way, end-over-end kick, and it is good! Luke Hardman buries a 50-yard. Welcome back inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Bondurant Farrar will have it with 6 minutes and 34 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3, leading 14-10 after a Luke Hardman touchback after a Luke Hardman 50-yard field goal, which capped off a Pella drive that took 5 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock to start the half.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was a very impressive drive until it disintegrated down there on about the 16.
Here comes an end around to the wide receiver, Quentin Burt, and he's out across the 25-yard line to the 28 for a gain of 8 yards. And all of that, it ended up being, with the penalties and everything, Randy, just a 33-yard drive that took 5 minutes and 26 seconds. That's almost impossible.
And 2 timeouts.
Right. Some shifting motion out of Bondurant Farrar. The Little Dutch respond defensively as Cram gets the handoff. He's got the first down and more out across the 35 to the 36-yard line for an 8-yard gain. 14-10 Bondurant Farrar, 5:53, and I almost had to eat my words, Randy, when Pella backed that field goal up on the delay of game from the 45 to the 50, and I said distance wouldn't be a problem. I mean, Hardman just made a 50-yarder, so this is not a knock, but it barely got over. He wouldn't have made it from 52.
No, he wouldn't have. It just got over. You're right.
First down and 10 for the Blue Jays at the 36-yard line, right to left. Cram circles around, and they toss it to him to the right side. There's defenders there, and he outruns them back to the near side of the 40. Broken tackle at the 45 to the 50 and down to the 48-yard line, a gain of 16 yards, and that was all Titus Cram.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You defended it perfectly.
And there's an injured Pella player on the near sideline. I mean, they had a defender in the backfield waiting for him, and he kind of juked his way out of that play, and then he broke 2 or 3 more arm tackles. We talked about that at halftime. You're just not going to bring Cram down with an arm tackle.
Right.
And, you know, then the flip side of that is he's so shifty and quick, it's hard to even get more than a where quality comes first. Call Jeff Dingaman at 621-1611 for Dingaman Concrete in Pella. First down and 10, and Collison drops into the pistol formation. Man in motion, play action fake, right side roll, plenty of time, fires, caught, and taken out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Nolan Meyer on a 12-yard pickup.
Pretty well defended by Ramey. He was only about a half step behind him. I thought he was going to knock it down, actually, when he reached his hand in there, but Didn't quite. Who was it that caught it?
That was Meyer, and that's just the second completion of the game for Collison. He's 2 of 7 for 23 yards. Both have gone to Nolan Meyer, and there's now 5:14 remaining. Clock is stopped here in the third quarter with Bondurant Farrar leading Pella 14-10.
Yeah, we've got to somehow stop this drive. Falling down by 11 would be quite a task.
Now it's Meyer and Cram both in the backfield. Meyer takes the Wildcat snap, and he gets 1 yard off right tackle.
Yeah, he hasn't had very many carries, but he's had two that were about 11 or 10 yards, and then 2 1-yarders. So nice job there by the Dutch defense.
Second down and 9 coming up from the 34-yard line. I invite you to stay tuned after the game for our Greg Young Buick GMC of Indianola Football Friday Night Radio Scoreboard Show. We'll have highlights from this game and all the other games on the network tonight. That and a lot more coming up after the game. Throw, catch at the 25, bobbled, and then brought in by Quentin Burt for a first down to the 23-yard line on a gain of 11.
Do you get the forward progress when you're bobbling it like that?
I don't think you should, but he did.
That's what they gave him.
Down to the 23-yard line to set up a first down and 10 with 4:32 remaining in the third quarter. Bondurant Farrar 14, Pella 10. Blue Jays, again, run a pretty methodical offense. They do huddle up. They take their time in the huddle. They use a player to run to the sideline and bring the play in. So they're well under 10 seconds as the team gets to the line of scrimmage. This time they've got to hurry up. They're down to 2. Collison out of the pistol, takes a snap at 1, rolls to the right, looking, firing towards the end zone. One-on-one coverage, receiver falls down. No flag with Clayberg in coverage, incomplete.
Yeah, I think it might have been Pollock over there, but yeah, it was good coverage, and the receiver tried to turn around. The ball was thrown behind him and lost his balance and went down. I was hoping they weren't going to call pass interference because it was all initiated by the receiver.
So second down and 10 coming up from the 23 of Pella with 3:56 remaining in the third quarter. The Little Dutch getting a Luke Hardman 50-yard field goal to start this half. Have cut Bondurant's lead from 14-7 to 14-10. Now Meyer out of the Wildcat. Motion from Cram. Meyer runs up the middle, breaks a tackle, breaks another one at the 20, inside the 15 and down to the 10-yard line on a gain of 13 yards into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone.
Yeah, I know they're talented and they're elusive, but they're just breaking right through our arm tackles. I hate to keep saying the same thing over and over again, but we had 3 or 4 different guys try to tackle him on that play and couldn't bring him down.
Mark him down officially at the 11-yard line, so that's a 12-yard pickup to set up first and 10. They can get a first down at the 1. Very deliberate here.
Yeah, they're wanting to burn clock, aren't they?
3:30 to go in the quarter, and it's Cram out of the Wildcat this time. Meyer to the left and Burt to the right, and it's Cram up the middle, breaks one tackle at the 5 and walks into the end zone. Touchdown Titus Cram, an 11-yard answer. Well, here's the deal, Randy. They've just simply got the best player on the field tonight.
Yes, they do. He is special.
Drive that takes 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go 80 yards. And the extra point is up and good, and Bondurant Farrar has a 2-score lead. It's 21-10 Blue Jays with 3:17 to go third quarter.
Experience and is licensed and insured. DeHeisen Carpentry will work with you from start to finish, ensuring the job is done right and to your satisfaction. For your next project, call the professionals at DeHeisen Carpentry in Pella, 780-1858.
Kenson Fuller is loose on a kickoff return for Pella all the way in. Touchdown Pella. Kenson Fuller, a long kickoff return touchdown for the Dutch.
I'm going to give him about 83. It was a short kick into the wind. It actually landed on the ground and bounced up in the air. Pretty dangerous play to try to field it and go, but you oftentimes see that the kick coverage breaks down when it looks goofy on the other end, and he caught it on the first bounce, went right up the middle. Nobody ever touched him.
Well, the one thing, Randy, that we almost saw, Trey Van Houwen's had a couple where you felt like he's one broken tackle away from taking one the distance himself. And this time Fuller does the dirty work, and the extra point is up and good. And Pella with an immediate answer on a Kenson Fuller 83-yard kick return touchdown. It's back to a 4-point game, 21-17. Bondurant Farrar, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Things happen, and they're not always in your budget. From unexpected medical bills to emergency car repairs. At Community First Credit Union, we offer a personal loan for whatever you need, and no collateral is required. And, for limited time only, get a rate as low as 4.99%. Apply at c1stcu.com. Call or stop in for details today. Rates and terms are dependent on credit qualifications. Offer is subject to credit approval and program qualifications. Federally insured by the NCUA Equal Housing Opportunity.
Pella Engraving and Sign Company has a reputation of quality and excellence for providing indoor and outdoor signs in a variety of materials, including metal, plastic, and acrylic. We also produce banners for businesses and events, as well as car wraps to stand out and bring your promotional needs to life. We will work with any budget by offering a variety of price points and material options to bring you the best value. And Pella Engraving and Sign prides ourselves on meeting exacting standards and quick turnaround times. Learn more at PellaEngraving.com.
Randy, I wish these officials would adhere to the 1 minute that they're supposed to give you between possessions. We get about 48 seconds, and then they're back at it. So
they're not even blowing the whistle on those kickoffs. They're just letting the kicker kick it whenever he feels like it, which is against the rules, but that's okay, yeah.
That's why we got Kenson Fuller midstream on the return for the touchdown, so apologize for that. And Hardman booted one
through the end zone, so it doesn't matter. But
all right, Bondurant Farrar has the football, 1st and 10 at the 20 with 3:04 remaining here in the third quarter, and it's a 21-17 lead, and they go on an end around to Quentin Burt, and that's the way they started the last drive. Same exact play. He picks up 6 yards to bring up a 2nd down and 4, and hey, great return by Fuller, gets it back to a 4-point game, but the Pella defense has got to find a way to stop the run game.
Yeah, we need some kind of a negative yardage play or a penalty or something to give them more than 10 yards to make for the 1st down.
2nd down and 4 coming up for Bondurant Farrar, leading 21-17. Collison out of the pistol, and it's a handoff. A lot of running room for Porter Smith. Bounces it to the right side, and he's out to the 35-yard line. That was a gain of 9, and he wasn't touched until he had the 1st down.
And that was Meyer?
No, Smith, number 27.
Okay.
A little bit of a change of pace. He's got 3 carries for 13 yards tonight, as our temperature is ticked down to 64 degrees, an overnight low in the 50s, and then back up to the mid-80s tomorrow as we invite you to tune in for Central College's American Rivers Conference opener against Nebraska Wesleyan tomorrow at 1 o'clock. George Wares and I will be on the call right here on 92.1 KRLS tomorrow afternoon. Pregame at 12:35.
Good luck to you and the Dutch.
Here's a handoff again. This is Smith around the left side with 2 blockers out in front. Stiff arm at the 40 as a flag flies in, and he gets out to the 45-yard line.
Apparently you can't do that because he got a flag.
I mean, I think the flag is going to be on Smith. Maybe a face mask on C.J. Shetterly as he stiff-armed him to the ground. That's about the only thing I could pick up, Randy.
Illegal use of hands, it looks like. So, okay, I didn't know that was a penalty, but we'll take it. So it's probably not a loss of down, though. It's probably going to still be 1st down. And it's a spot penalty, but I think it's 15.
From the
just 10, so it's going to be a 6-yard penalty.
Yep. 3rd penalty on Bondurant Farrar. There's what you were talking about, Randy. We're not in 2nd and long yet, but we've got them behind the chains at 1st and 16.
Right. Now let's have a good short play here and make them think about what they're going to call for the next play.
Quick Stravers Cellular instant radio update. Norwalk has finally woken up. They trailed DCG 7-0 at the half. They lead 21-7 now in the 3rd quarter. Here it's 21-17, Bondurant Farrar over Pella. Motion out of the backfield from Smith. Play action, left side roll, pressured, gets away from the sack, lobs it up, and it's incomplete on the near sideline. Chance for a huge negative play for the Dutch defense, but can't quite bring Collison down in the backfield. Preston Rowe had a chance. It's 2nd and long.
You know, back when I was a kid, you put Vaseline on your uniform so you couldn't get tackled. It's what it looks like out there.
Yep.
We're hitting guys left and right, and they're just spinning out of our hands and staying up. So I thought we had the sack right there for sure.
Whoever is charting broken tackles has got a lot of work to do tonight when they rewatch film, because there have been far too many of them for the green and white, or white and green, should I say.
Right, tonight it is.
2nd down and 16. Smith comes in motion. They want to hand it to him around the right side, but there's a whistle and a penalty. This has to be on Bondurant Farrar. It's a false start, and that'll move him back 5 yards further.
All right, now we're going the right direction. So we're going to have 2nd and what, about 20? 2nd and 21.
They need the 36, and they're back. Or pardon me, they need the 46, and they're back at the 24. Yeah, 21 and a half. It's a long way to go.
They're not 4-down territory, so we've got a...
Quarterback Collison has taken some deep shots today. 1 interception already.
The wind is kind of laid down. It's still blowing a little, but not near like it was.
Briggs is back playing center field. Now he motions over to the right side defensively where there are 2 wide receivers. Collison setting up a screen. Catch is made at the 25, and a great tackle by Rowe at the 30-yard line.
Really?
So they get 6 yards, looking for the fullback Mitchell Caskey there, and it's 3rd down and long.
Really good effort there by Rowe to make that tackle, because he was being blocked, and he fought off of that block and made a nice open field tackle.
Blue Jays are a pretty solid 4 of 7 on 3rd down in this game. This is their first 3rd down try in this half, as they just kind of knifed through Pella on that opening drive for Bondurant Farrar in this quarter. They lead 21-17, 3rd and 15. And Collison drops back, looking right, firing deep. Flag flies, catch is made at the 45-40, 30-20, 10-5. Touchdown Bondurant Farrar. Quentin Burt, 65 yards.
We can hope for offensive pass interference. There's one referee standing on the 20-yard line like he stepped out of bounds over there or something.
Penalty is on Pella. Yeah, he was out of bounds at the 21-yard line, it looks like, Randy.
It's not a touchdown. It is a 1st down, though. But
it's a 44-yard completion to Quentin Burt. And I don't think the Blue Jay fans know it yet that it's not a touchdown. They're playing the touchdown music up here in the press box. Might want to lose that, fellas. They're not in the end zone yet. But they are down to the 21-yard line with 19 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, and Bondurant Farrar leading Pella 21-17. I have no idea how he stepped out of bounds at the 21,
right?
Because it was a just dead sprint.
He had the guy
from like
beat.
the 40. I mean, he way had the guy beat.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 at the 21, and from down at field level. 19 seconds to go, 3rd quarter, out of the vision for less timeout, and Cram takes the Wildcat snap, and there's movement and another false start on Bondurant Farrar.
Kind of a sloppy drive, although it's still been essentially successful for them. But what about the 4th penalty in this drive?
On 3rd and 15, the Blue Jays hit a 44-yard shot to get deep into Pella territory, and now they're back into a 1st and 15 situation. And it was only the penalties that had pushed them backwards.
Right.
And Pella really has not stopped them. They had a chance for a big sack earlier in this drive and didn't get that, and now it's 1st down and 15. Split receivers, but that's pretty inconsequential because Cram is running it out of the Wildcat, and he's hit and stood up, and the pile pushes him forward, and he gets the 5-yard penalty back.
There wasn't even anybody in black pushing him. That was just his legs driving that backwards.
That is now 141 yards for Cram on what is the final play of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Bondurant Farrar 21, Pella 17. We'll be back for the 4th quarter live inside the Pella Real Estate. As we've now flipped the field, Bondurant Farrar going from left to right. Cram out of the Wildcat, takes a snap, drops the ball, picks it up, gets away from one tackler, and then is hit and finally stood up. The whistle blows at the 26-yard line. And Bondurant Farrar fans want a late hit. I mean, the hit came just a millisecond after the whistle had blown. There's no way the Pella player could have possibly stopped, and it ends up being a 4-yard loss to bring up 3rd and long. And now a vision for less official timeout with an injured Pella player down on the field. to get themselves back into, as you said, Randy, probably 4-down territory. So 3rd and 10. Figure the whole playbook is available here.
Right.
Collison takes a snap. It's a right side roll. Looking, throwing, catch is made. No. Did he hang on?
He made it, but he's a long ways from the first down.
At the 16-yard line, it's a 5-yard pickup for Quentin Burt, who's got 3 catches for 60 yards in this game, and it's now 4th and 5. They're inside of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. For a 4th down, they are 1 of 1 on 4th downs in this game. They're at the 16. They need the Pella 11 with 11:19 to go in the game.
I'd hand it to 6, wouldn't you?
I would. Cram has kicked 1 field goal this year, but they are certainly not in field goal formation here. Play clock down to 10. Cram trails Collison out of the pistol. Wingman and 2 receivers left. Snap. Left side roll by Collison. Fires. Catch is made by Meyer at the 4. First down. Bondurant Farrar.
Very nice play. What can you say? They protected their quarterback. He rolled out well. Threw against his body and threw it right in the perfect spot where our defender couldn't knock it down. The receiver made a sliding catch.
As well as they've run the ball tonight, when they've had to get a first down through the air, they've been able to capitalize. And now it's 1st and goal at the 4 for the Blue Jays. And Cram is looking for the Bundy.
Yeah, they've had like 4 big plays tonight, all on 4th or 3rd and long.
Snap to Cram, straight ahead run, now bounces it to the edge, uses his speed and takes it in. Touchdown Blue Jays. Titus Cram gets the Bundy. And that 4th down play is I don't even want to say early. That's a contender for our McCall monumental play of the game, that 4th down pickup that leads to a Blue Jay touchdown.
Yeah, because all the ones earlier, the 3rd and the 4th downs, we've overcome to that point. If we'd have held them right there, it was a whole brand new ball game.
Extra point team is on for Bondurant Farrar. Cram's kick is up and good, and it's 28-17 Blue Jays. 10:22 to go in the 4th quarter. Live inside the Pella Real Estate Services Rivers Co-op. Welcome back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Kick goes out of the back of the end zone, and it's Bondurant Farrar 28, Pella 17. And Randy, not only does Titus Cram have all 4 touchdowns, he's got all extra points as well. Cram has scored all 28 tonight for the Blue Jays, and they lead Pella 28-17. And the disappointment I know that Jay McKinstry is going to have when this one's all said and done, the 4 touchdown drives for Bondurant Farrar, 64 yards, 75 yards, 80 yards, and 80 yards. They're going the whole field and paying it off.
And every one of them had a 3rd and 15, a 4th and 7, a 3rd and 11, whatever, that would have stopped the drive, and we didn't stop any of those plays.
In fact, Bondurant Farrar tonight, when you look at it, is 5 of 9 on 3rd downs, which is good enough. But 2 of those 4 that they've missed, they then capitalized on 4th down. So they have kept their drives alive.
Right.
7 yards for Nolan Clayberg to start out this drive for Pella. Still 10 minutes left in the game, but the Dutch trail 28-17 and have a 2nd and 3 at their own 27-yard line. And they go back to the ground, and there's nothing there for Clayberg again. It's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, obviously now we need points out of this drive, at a minimum a field goal, but we almost have to have a touchdown here.
9:30 and counting. 3rd down and 3 for Pella, 4th quarter action. Meyer fires quick right, catch is made, turning upfield, 1st down and more, and finally forced out of bounds. Preston Rowe. Let's see where they marked him out, up at the 46. That's a 19-yard gain.
Nice throw by Meyer, right on the numbers, and Rowe, very nice catch and run. Got a lot of yards after the catch on that one.
Stravers Cellular Instant Radio Update has Fairfield leading Knoxville 28-15. That's just underway, 4th quarter. Our score, Bondurant Farrar 28, Pella 17. Dutch have a 1st and 10. Knox comes in motion, shuffles behind the line, and they hand it off to Pollock. Right side run, spins out of the first tackler and gets 3 yards up to the 49-yard line. Let's give you a Dingham and Concrete game reset. 9:09 and counting, fourth quarter. Bondurant Farrar 28, Pella 17. It's 2nd down and 7 coming up for Pella at their own 49. And remember, the Little Dutch used 2 timeouts on their opening drive of this half, so they only have 1 timeout remaining. The Blue Jays have 2 of their timeouts remaining, and that is a Dingham and Concrete game reset. 2nd down and 7 rather. Play action fake. Meyer steps up in the pocket, now takes off and run. Near side 45-40, 35-30, stays in bounds, and then Cram throws him out on the near sideline of the 28-yard line after a run of 23 yards.
Sweet, nice job. Supposed to be a pass play, but
yep.
We'll take the 23-yarder, that's for sure.
Well, that was another one where they tried to run play action, and there was a defender on Meyer immediately, and it was all Blake to take off and get 23 yards.
Yeah, fortunately for us, they went high. They went up in the shoulder pad area to try to sack him, and he just ducked underneath it.
8:34, clock stopped, fourth quarter, 28-17, Bondurant Farrar. Titus Cram, 4 rushing touchdowns for the Blue Jays as Meyer goes under center. Split backs, Knox motions right to left. And there's movement by Pella, and really that one falls on the center. He didn't snap the ball, and everybody else moved.
Yeah, it looked like everybody but the center was on hut 1.
Third penalty for Pella in this game, and they're back into a 1st down and 15 at their own, or pardon me, at the Bondurant Farrar 33-yard line.
Yeah, I'm real pleased with our progress on penalties. It's been a very clean game for the Dutch.
Stay tuned after our broadcast for the Greg Young Buick and GMC of Indianola Football Friday Night Radio Scoreboard Show. Scores from all around the area. We'll have highlights from all 6 of our games tonight. We'll go final from the field with all of our broadcasters and give you a look ahead at Week 5 coming up on the Greg Young Buick GMC of Indianola Football Friday Night Radio Scoreboard Show. Meyer hit as he goes deep to the far side of the field. Jump ball knocked away, incomplete. Meyer has absolutely no time to throw. Part of it is he's coming from under center, and it's a short drop, and the defense is just there in a blink.
Right, and when he let that one go, I thought it was going to be a pick, but Briggs did a real nice job of getting to the ball, almost caught it.
2nd down and 15 coming up from the 33-yard line. 8:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Little Dutch have got to come up with some points on this drive. And Meyer hands it off, straight ahead run, and Clayberg spins out of a couple of tackles and down to the 25-yard line for a gain of 8 to set up a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, nice effort there by Clayberg. Broke through the line and made a spin move for some more. So
probably 4-down territory here.
3rd and manageable.
Now remember, a field goal makes it a 1-score game. You're down 8 if you can get the field goal. From here, it would be a 43-yarder into the wind. Knox goes slot right, Briggs wide right. 3rd down and 7. Back to the ground with Clayberg, straight ahead running, and he gets 2, maybe 3 to set up 4th and 4.
Yep, we're going to kick it.
I think they were right on the number. Like that's why you run that there, hoping to get 3 or 4 yards and give him a chance.
Again, he's got the leg, but this is more of a challenge for 2 reasons. It's into the wind, and it's way on the left hash mark.
Left hash, this will be a 40-yard Luke Hardman field goal try.
We pretty much have to have it, too, to have a chance in this game.
Snap, spot, kick,
Plenty
on the way, end-over-end kick, and it is no good, wide right.
Wow, 2/3 of the way there. I thought that was right down the middle.
With 7:06 remaining in the fourth quarter, Bondurant Farrar takes back over, leading 28-17.
Huh, I would have bet a nickel that was going right through the uprights when it took off.
And the Blue Jays will start at the 20-yard line, and that has not been a problem for them.
No, really doesn't matter to them, does it?
We do have a final score on a Stravers Cellular Instant Radio update as Iowa Falls Alton knocks off PCM 16-0 as PCM drops to 1-3 on the season, and they start district play 0-1. Here's a fumbled snap on a shotgun snap to Collison, and he has to drop on it. They've had a bit of the bobbles there. It's mostly been either the quarterback or the Wildcat back because they've fumbled 5 times, but they've only lost 1 of them. That one for Collison was a loss of 3 yards. Now 2nd and 13, and it's a handoff to Smith, and he gets back across the original line of scrimmage and out to the 24-yard line for a 6-yard gain. Porter Smith, 4 carries, 19 yards, and it brings up a 3rd down and 7 for Bondurant Farrar, and it is, I'm with you that I feel like Pella had to have points on that last drive. I mean, this becomes a must-stop situation.
Yeah.
6:20 remaining, down 11, and only 1 timeout left for Pella. And even by the time this play's over, there will be under 6 minutes to go in the game.
And they'll probably run it, if for no other reason, to keep the clock moving.
Smith the back behind Collison in the pistol. 3rd down and 7, and they get Pella to jump on another hard count. So that will make it 3rd and 2 as the 5-yard penalty moves the ball out to the 28-yard line. Bondurant Farrar has been really good on 3rd down, 5 of 9 on 3rd down, and this is just a 3rd and 2 situation.
Yeah, the comforting thing is it doesn't seem to matter what the yardage is. They've made it anyway.
Got to be disciplined here. They try a hard count, and they get Pella to jump again. There's also a penalty in the offensive backfield. I think that Pella leaned forward first. The officials are going to talk about this one, because the Bondurant Farrar running back ended up lunging forward as well, but I thought that I had Pella moving first.
Well, Pella's clapping. Dead ball.
You're right, Randy. The Pella clap. They give it right back. 5 yards on the Blue Jays. The Pella clap, maybe we shouldn't make that a thing.
That sounds a little derogatory,
yeah.
But it's back
I think that's something you hope to avoid on date night.
Right, or any time, quite honestly.
Right.
3rd and 7 sounds better than 3rd and 2, though.
5:58 to go in the 4th quarter. 28-17. Bondurant Farrar back to a 3rd and 7. Handoff to Smith, running straight ahead, and he won't get the first down. He's tackled at the 27-yard line for a 4-yard gain. Clock will run under 5.5 minutes before Bondurant Farrar likely punts it back to Pella, with the Blue Jays leading by 11.
It's going to be down to right at 5 minutes, though, by the time we field the punt.
In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, the Little Dutch have never led in this game. Titus Cram scored a touchdown to start the 2nd quarter.
I don't think they're punting.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're going to try to draw us off sides here.
I think they might do that, yeah.
And if you're Pella, you do not move here. It's 4th down and 3, and they're going to just try to bark out a couple of hard counts here. And Pella, that one was a little too obvious.
Times at minimum. I'd like to see a punt return here. I hope he doesn't wait for the fair catch, at least not right away.
A little bit of a low snap.
He's going to have
mile-high punt. And it drops at the 40. Takes a bit of a Pella bounce out to the 42-yard line. So the Dutch will start in pretty good field position with 5 minutes to go. It's just an uphill battle. Down 11. 1st and 10 coming up at the 42 with the Strawver Cellular Instant Radio Update. Fairfield 35, Knoxville 15. They're in the 4th quarter there. And Indianola continuing to lead Council Bluffs Lewis Central 14-3, although it looks like Lewis Central is on the doorstep.
So Bondurant Farrar is in the district with Indianola and Norwalk.
Yes, they are. Yep.
Right?
It'll be a fun few games there as Meyer looks to throw, and he underthrows a little pop-out route intended for Preston Rowe along the far side of the field, incomplete. Lewis Central does score a touchdown on a Strawver Cellular Instant Radio Update, so it's now a 14-9 game with 6:20 to go. And it looks like they're just going to take the extra point rather than try for 2 to make it a field goal game. Watching on the new Indianola Activities YouTube channel with our audio, courtesy of 94.3 KNIA in Indianola. And Meyer to throw, right side roll, steps up to run. He's grabbed by the back of his jersey and then fights his way out to the 46-yard line for a 3-yard gain. Meyer, who just had a monster offensive night against Indianola last week, both running and throwing, has found it much harder going tonight. 96 yards through the air on 5 of 11 passing and 22 yards rushing. 4.5 minutes to go. Pella's got to pick up the pace, trailing 28-17. 4:24 to go. 3rd down and 7 for Pella. Meyer drops back, launches it to the far side where it's caught by Rowe, and then he's clipped down at the 38-yard line.
I think that
is Knox.
What was the gain on that?
18 yards.
Sweet. Good throw. He had protection that time, too. He had time, lined it up, made a nice pass. Good catch by Knox.
1st down and 10 at the 39-yard line. Right to left for Pella. Down 11 late. Hand off to Pollock. And he's down to the 35-yard line for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. And, I mean, at 3:52.
We're definitely on onside kick area now.
Well, and I mean, this has got to be sugar huddle at best here. Little Dutch have got to be able to move quick. Under center for Meyer. Sends Knox in motion, takes the snap, hands it off to Pollock. Stutter step move in the backfield, taken down after a 1-yard gain to bring up 3rd down and 5. And we've got a whistle.
Cramp or something there.
And